She was drawn into the heated argument. The storm will blow over soon. He shoved aside his fear and took the leap. The nurse attended to the patient's needs. The company decided to back down from the lawsuit. The patient is expected to pull through. The soldiers were ordered to stand down. The flowers give off a pleasant fragrance in the garden. His old injury started to play up during the game. The company decided to take on new employees. She will hand off the project to her colleague next week. I wouldn't bank on the weather staying nice all weekend. Can you make out what this note says? She called on her old friend. It took a while for the news to sink in. He tried to brush off the criticism. He often gets away with coming to school late. The lawyer will draw up the contract by next week. She rolled up her sleeves and started cleaning. Let's run through the plan one more time. Please turn down the volume, it's too loud. The movie's ending really let me down. It's not easy to get by in an expensive city. They laid off several employees due to budget cuts. Many students opt for online courses. The paint on the walls has started to wear off. She refused to give in to fear. She decided to make over her bedroom. I stumbled on an old photo album in the attic. He waved off the suggestion. She talked up the importance of education. He scooped up the sand with his hands. He decided to go through with his plan. She picked over the strawberries to find the ripest ones. The rocket will lift off at dawn tomorrow. He cut in line at the grocery store. She was raised never to look down on others. She felt dizzy and nearly passed out. He quickly slipped on his jacket. The negotiation is still playing out. The army decided to pull back from the front lines. He skimmed over the newspaper headlines. They struggled to hold down their excitement. She opened the windows to air out the room. Please look out for any suspicious activity. Please don't tell on me for eating the last cookie. They tried to smooth over their disagreement. It took hours to pack up all the decorations. The cat likes to tuck in under the covers. The small shop went under. Please turn over the paper to see the next question. Be careful not to tip over the vase. The employees decided to press for higher wages. The teacher stood over the student. She decided to touch up her makeup before the party. He tried to get in on the conversation. The secretary will put your call through to the manager. The candidates faced off in a heated debate. She picked through the clothes at the sale. The farmer used a loud noise to drive off the birds. She could pass for her sister because they look so alike. The decision on the project has been held over. The cyclist narrowly avoided being run down. The years slip by faster as you get older. I can't put up with this noise any longer. The detective pinned down the suspect's location. She kept rubbing in my mistake. I often doze off while watching TV. He took up painting as a hobby after he retired. They tried to drive out the invaders. My allergies act up in the spring. We ran out of milk, so I need to go to the store. She was singled out for special praise at the ceremony. The band decided to break up and pursue solo careers. The store deals in organic and natural products. A fire broke out in the kitchen last night. The bartender watered down the drinks to save costs. The old bridge is starting to fall apart. It takes time to settle into a new job. The store marked down the prices of winter coats. Please don't break in on me while I'm working. You are welcome to sit in on your child's music lesson. The collectors tried to buy up rare stamps. The coach sized up the players to form the best team. The teacher let off the students with a warning. They marked out the boundaries of the playground. Gossip magazines feed off celebrity scandals. She flagged down a taxi in the pouring rain. He tried to rise above the criticism and stay focused. I didn't figure on the meeting lasting so long. The bridge can hold up under heavy traffic. The teacher told off the student for being late. She tried to live down her mistake by working hard. They felt out the market before launching their product. The lawyer hammered out the terms of the contract. She threw off her clothes and jumped into the pool. He was passed over for the award. She pulled up in front of the house. The necklace has been passed down through generations. She came by a rare book at the flea market. The children took to the new teacher right away. The police were able to head off the robbery. He coughed up a lot of money for the repairs. The flight will stop over in Bangkok for refueling. Gas prices are expected to drive up this summer. Detectives will follow up any new clues in the investigation. The temperature finally leveled off after weeks of fluctuation. She dealt out the snacks to the children. They stuck by their team during the tough season. He didn't show up for the meeting. Cars stack up at this intersection every morning. She tucked away the money in a safe place. His joke made everyone crack up. The tour guide ripped off the tourists by overcharging them. She scratched out the wrong answer on her test. He whipped up some excitement for the event. He racked up a huge debt on his credit card. He told his friends to shove off. Our savings have bottomed out. She nodded off on the train and missed her stop. We need to send for a doctor immediately. She decided to stay off social media for a while. The children love to act out their favorite stories. Can you help me fix up my bike? The team's hard work carried them through to the finals. Guests started to roll in around 7 p.m. We have to answer for our actions. He decided to stand up to the bully at school. We need to free up some space in the garage. Her parents' expectations always weigh on her. Please tie up the package securely. I didn't like the song, but it grew on me. She let out a sigh of relief. The guard locked the prisoner in the cell. The babysitter watched over the children. The rocket will blast off at noon. Don't go back on your promise to visit your grandparents. The coach laid into the team for their poor performance. He had to force down the bitter medicine. The team brought off an impressive victory. Work started to pile up on his desk. She eased into the cold water of the pool. They decided to break off their engagement. He asked her to hang on and not give up. His duties fall under the marketing department. We decided to send out for pizza for lunch. The coach fired up the team before the big game. She is gearing up for her final exams. Many English words derive from Latin and Greek. The budget surplus will carry over into the next fiscal year. She needs to get on with her homework. He turned to his teacher for help with his studies. We have to make do with what we have. Once the caffeine kicks in, you'll feel more awake. Everyone pitched in to help clean up the park.